The other day I was finishing up a long day in the studio, and I was thinking to myself that, golly, man, I can't wait to get back to the studio in the morning. And I just kind of reflected on that and thought how fortunate I am after all these years to still feel like that, you know. And to be honest, I've been feeling like that from literally the get-go. For as long as I've been doing this, I've always been, I just been chomping at the bit to get back to work in the morning. Now, of course, it's not like that 100% of the time, but I'll tell you, man, just to feel that as often as I do and often as I have has been a pretty amazing thing, and I feel pretty blessed with regards to it. Sometimes I look around myself, on a daily basis and kind of laugh because I'm surrounded by, hundreds, maybe 1,000 boxes, blank boxes, and then I paint them into colorful, bigger boxes, just big colorful boxes. It's like I've always been a child playing with my Legos or playing with my Lincoln Logs or playing with my whatever I was playing with, my blocks as a kid, and I just play with adult blocks that are a little more expensive, I guess. But it kind of tickles me because, they're just big, colorful toys, and it's a good feeling. I've always felt kind of, grateful that no matter how down I was or however confused or sad or whatever I might be feeling at the time, God only knows, I could always work my way out of it because I always knew where I needed to go, which is go make art. It's like, hey, Todd, dude, go make some art, and it is just amazing how many times it's just brought me right back to center. It's, my pendulum, as an artist, I'm kind of a wacky dude, it kind of swings as a wide swing from, from right to left, whereas my art, keeps me centered and grounded for the most part, and that's been a really nice, great friend, what can I say? It's been a great friend over the years, maybe my best. It's been said that, you're supposed to be a master at something, after 10,000 hours, the 10,000 hour rule, and, it seems like a lot. One day I did the math. I was like, that's a pretty lot of time to put into something. It's a pretty lot of time to even have particularly if you love something, to be able to have the ability to indulge in something that you love that much. But I did the math, and I was like, I tried to, how can you even get close? But I'm like, between 30 and 50,000 hours into my work, and that's no lie. I've been real fortunate to have the freedom and the benevolence of God's grace to be able to do what I've done and continue to do for as much as I do, and I'm just grateful. Sometimes I have to laugh, when I decided to become an artist back in the mid-'80s or something like that, I decided at that time that being an artist was going to be my identity. It wasn't going to be something that I turned off or, from 9 to 5 and then I go home and I'm something else. But, it's always been who I am, and I kind of feel like, this is our incarnation of some sort. This is what I'm here to do. And I, right out of the gate, when I, decided I was going to be a serious artist, I knew precisely what I wanted to do. I mean, it's just always been kind of flabbergasting to me that the style of my work, I did not find it. It almost found me. It kind of punched me in the face.
Hey there, this is Hillary Mix and Todd Gray with Todd Gray Studios, and we are excited to be here at the World Trade Center doing a pop mural.
Pretty much I'm trying to do something that's vibrant, colorful, happy, and hopefully I've gotten that through.
The size and the greatness of this art totally balances the beauty and the just amazing architecture that's in this space.
I mean, look what we are. It's just incredible. I'm up on this lift. It's like, oh my God, I have the most amazing office view every day.
I think that Port Authority and Silverstein Properties definitely made good decisions on the layout and everything.
It's amazing to me sometimes when I think that I've been riding on this magic carpet ride for as long as I can practically remember. You know, everything that good has happened to me in my life is almost all of it come from my art. And, you know, I haven't collected a paycheck from anybody else since, I think, July 1st, 1988. I think that's, you know, I'm not a wealthy guy, but I think that, you know, wealth is not measured by the amount of, you know, gold in your coffers. You know, I certainly feel like a wealthy man, and I'm very fortunate to be able to do what I do. And boy, I'll tell you, it's been an amazing ride, and I'm just constantly amazed at the benevolence of the universe. It's just endlessly generous, and I just have lived in a state of open-mouthed awe for as long as I can remember. And I think I'm even getting better at it as I get older. I've always had this quote on my studio, which says, the greatest reward of my profession is a good day's work. And damn if I haven't felt like that for as long as I can remember. Always there to remind me, you know, that it really isn't the destination, it's kind of the journey, because that's precisely what that is. And, you know, the destination oftentimes isn't what it's all cracked up to be anyways, right? You know, one of the great things about being an artist is, you know, there's a long window of opportunity. You know, you can continue to get better and better as you get older, you know, kind of like if you were a gymnast, you know, there's a real small window there for your skills, whereas, you know, as an artist, you know, you can continue to get better and better and better, which, you know, I think that I'm at the top of my game. You know, one of the cool things about, you know, somebody once asked Sting, you know, what his favorite piece of art was, or what his favorite song was, and he said something like, the one I'm working on now. And that's pretty much the way I always feel. You know, I feel like I haven't made my best work, but I do feel like I'm at the top of my game, and it's pretty cool. I think, you know, I'd be happy to die with a paintbrush in my hand.